Peace. This is Brother Hatim, and you have joined us on Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.gyenamejourney.com.
All my brothers and sisters, hold hands and bow your heads. Let us pray. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Ashe. Defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of court. I have said, ye are God, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. Allahu Akbar.
Too black!
This is Kadara Franks, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.
This is Adnan Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Be sure to follow Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
This is Adnan Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy.
This is Melina, and this is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give shout out to Silver Kevin, all my Silver Nation out there. I want to give shout out to my mom. I give shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
Cleveland, and you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry his name. This is Brother Hatim coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to the Gye-Nyame tribe, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up. Peace. If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry his name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to Gye-Nyame Tribe, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up. And you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. This is Gina. And you are now
you listen to my daddy.
on Gye-Nyame
Journey
Radio. Peace.
Peace.
All right, family. I need to go and fix that intro. I'm still working on it. I'm going to fix that right now. I'm going to fix it right now. But while we talking, I don't want it to restart. I want it just to play once. Stop when I pause when stop when restart when visible. Stop when not visible. Stop when not visible. Restart when visible. I don't want to loop the playlist. We just won't loop the playlist. That's what we're going to do. All right, cool. All right, so family, oh man. I want to remind you, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. I'm your host, Brother Hatem. We do an experiment. We're gonna do I'm post-producing and gonna see if Cleve can get it done before showtime. And of course, you know this is a Heart of a Summer production. We get it done. Well, we strive to blow up your old. What is it? Blow up your old. It's early in the morning. Blow up your old paradigm. That's right. Oh man, listen. It is a pleasure to be here with you on, well, this early Coochie Chocolate. I ain't even take off my Moja stuff this morning. But I will have it together by the time the toast come on. But family, I want to do Folktales for grown folks and get with y'all and make sure y'all have it. So now that I could do some pre-productions and stuff like that, you know, because as the crew grows, I got somebody working on perfecting the flyers. I got Cleve working on perfecting the editing the videos and stuff like that, or at least getting them working on it. We're going to sit up here and we're going to have us a good time, and we're going to talk about this folktale. So the folktale we got popping off today, of course y'all know, we're coming from Fowler Thompson's, George Fowler Thompson's translation from the Greek, Aesop Fables. Nice, great book I got off of Forgotten Books. If you ever want an old book, you know what I'm saying? They got a lot of old books, you know what I'm saying? And there's some great authors from a long time ago that I think that you could be plugging into and getting some good wisdom from. And the folktale we're going to be reading today is called the Boasting Traveler. I got to find my spot in the book because I like reading from the book first. Then we'll go to I got to get me a better bookmark. Look at this. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Where you at? The Boasting Traveler. I should know it by heart. I could actually try to tell it by heart, but I ain't gonna put y'all through that, you know, because I'll add some shit and it might be doper than Aesop's. There you go. I'm going to give me a better bookmark. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Well, here we go. The Boasting Traveler. A man who had traveled in foreign lands boasted very much on returning to his home country of the many wonderful and heroic feats he had performed in the different places he had visited. Among other things, he said that when he was at Rhodes, well, let's just say Ghana in this case, when he was in Ghana, he had leaped to such a distance that no man of this day could leap anywhere near him as to that. There were in Ghana many persons who saw him do it and whom he could call as a witness. One of the bystanders interrupted him, saying, "Now, my good man, if this be all true, there is no need of witnesses. Suppose this to be Rhodes, and leap for us." All right. Seems simple enough. Right? But no, let's go a little bit deeper, because of course y'all know I love pulling up my favorite scenes. So I'm going to pull this one up for you. Fables of Aesop's. This is one of my favorite sites that I love going to. So we're going to go and read a little bit of these before we get into the whole discussion. Now, I'm not doing it live tonight because, once again, I'm building up my team. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that the tribe, you know what I'm saying, we moving from what we was to what we need to become. We need to become more of a media tribe. So I'm trying to get more people involved in the process, which means I can't just shoot. Well, I can shoot off the cuff, but I got to start training my young people with our new tools of war. Okay? Boasting of deeds done is a lot of fun, at least until someone calls you on your boastings. Travelers may take some liberties, but not too many. A traveler on returning boasted of many and heroic deeds he had performed. Among those he boasted that when he was in Rhodes, he had leapt further than anyone else found possible, and that could call upon many inroads who could stand as a witness. There is no need of a witness, said a bystander. Simply pretend this is Rhodes and leap for us. Then you got the Aesop fables for the children, and the moral for that one: deeds count, not boasting words. Deeds count, not boasting words. We already read the Townsend Virgil. Let's go to the Samuel Cruxel. One who had been abroad, at his return home again, was given an account of his travel, and among other places said he had been at Rhodes, where he had so distinguished himself in leaping, an exercise that the city was famous for, that no Rhodian could come near him. When those who were present did not seem to credit this relation so readily as he intended they should, he took some pains to convince them of it by oaths and protestations, upon which one of the company, rising up, told him he not need give himself so much trouble about it, since he would put him in a way to demonstrate it in fact, which was to suppose the place they were in to be Rhodes, and to perform his extraordinary leap over again. The boaster, not liking his proposal, sat down quietly and had no more to say for himself. The application. Ooh, this is why I love coming here. The application. And then we'll get into my little quick discussion. And like I said, when it airs live, I want to be around so that I can go on and have my little bar up so I could grab some chats or whatever. It is very weak in all men. It is very weak in all men, as well as those who have traveled, as those who have not, to be solicitous with their company believe them, when they are relating a matter of fact in which they themselves were a party concerned. For the more urgent a man appears at such a time, in order to gain credit, the more his audience is apt to suspect the truth of what he relates. They perceive his vanity is touched more than his honor, and it is his ability, not his veracity, which he cannot bear to have questioned. It says his ability, not his veracity, which he cannot bear to have questioned. And indeed, though a man was ever so fully satisfied with such a truth himself, he should consider that he is still as far from being able to convince others as if he were altogether ignorant of it. Therefore, in all cases where proper vouchers are expected, we had better be contented to keep our exploits to ourselves than to appear ridiculous by continuing to have them believe. How much more then should traveled gentlemen have a care how they import lies and inventions of their own from foreign parts and attempts to vend them at home for staple truths. Every time they utter a falsehood, they are liable not only to be suspected by the company in general, but to be detected and exposed by some particular person who may have been at the same place or perhaps know how to convict their forgery even to a demonstration. Then we got Thomas Bewick. One who had been abroad was given an account of his travels, and among other places said he had been at Rhodes, where he had distinguished himself so much in leaping, an exercise which that city was famous for, that not a Rhodian could come near him. When those who were present did not seem to credit his relations so readily as he intended they should, he took some pains to convince them of it by oaths and protestations, upon which one of the company told him he need not give himself so much trouble about it, since he would put him in a way to demonstrate the fact, which was to suppose that the place they were in to be Rhodes, and to perform his extraordinary leap over again. The boaster, not liking the proposal, sat down quietly and no more to say for himself. Damn, this is the first one I ran into that got 2 applications. We had better to be contented to keep our exploits to ourselves than to appear ridiculous by attempting to force a belief of that which is improbable. Wow. And traveled gentlemen should have a care how they import falsehoods and inventions of their own from foreign parts, and attempt to vend them at home for staple truth. It cannot be strongly impressed upon the mind that a lie is upon all occasions degrading to the person who utters it. A lie, let's read that again. That a lie is upon all occasions degrading to the person who utters it, and should be most scrupulously avoided, not only on account of its baseness, but because it is impossible to foresee in how many troubles it may involve him who passes it off. It will not always receive credit as it is ever liable to detection. When it is calculated for wicked persons, it will deservedly incur punishment, and when it is of a harmless or insignificant nature, it will even then often expose its author to contempt and ridicule and vanity. Never mistake its end more grossly than when it attempts to aggrandize itself at the expense of truth. Now, family, we can make this one quick, right? We all run into people, and sometimes we might do it ourselves, might expand upon the truth, especially when you don't have witnesses to your deeds, right? We have people that come to our community and expand on the truth of how they really gonna serve us as a community. We have people that come into our community and expand on the truth of how they gonna serve us economically. We have people that come into our lives that expand the truth of how they gonna serve us, but the best proof is in the doing, right? Don't be sitting around listening to a motherfucking story about how he gonna treat you. Don't be listening to a person's story about how they gonna do you. You know what I'm saying? The proof is in the doing. And especially these motherfuckers that come with this gravitas. They come with this false knowing, and they want to impress on you their expertise at something. All you got to do is ask for the proof. You know what I'm saying? And not only ask for the proof, because you get shit nowadays. You get certificates off the line or off of the internet and all this stuff. Show me what you can do. I want you to pretend that this place right here is the place where you made your bones, and I want you to demonstrate your skill. We cannot continue to allow people to come into our presence that are not standing on my eye, that is not standing on our principles, and rise to a position of leadership, rise to a position of power. We show us what you can do. If you did all those great things over there, right, demonstrate. You know what I'm saying? No, you don't need to call them and certify. You know what I'm saying? What you're talking about is something very simple, something that you can do right now. Give me a demonstration of your skill. Now, but family, this is where we have to expand on the folktale, because some shit a person can do real quick, right? So we have to be on top of those individuals that want to be in our community talking about all the great things they done did. We got to make sure that they are consistent with it. Because you was able to break the record over there, right? And you was able to do a small thing over here. I want to make sure I got to stay on top of you. One of my younger brothers often say, one of my younger, wiser brother, because in many cases he acted as an older brother for me. He says, you have to inspect what you expect. You have to inspect what you expect. And I learned, and this is crazy, because this is something that I experienced in the military, right? In the military, they have what they call inspections, where they come through and they look at how they want things, and they inspect the troops. It happens on the field. It happens in the barracks. You know what I'm saying? It happens on the ground. Somebody is always going around. As a matter of fact, they got a position called the Inspector General. I don't know if he's the general of all inspectors, but there is individuals to make sure that shit is working in the way they need to be, that they are going around inspecting, so that they could catch individuals. Because you could go into me and be like, oh man, my barracks is the best. My soldiers are together. They're clean and they're ready for battle. Okay, we're going to come around. We're going to inspect. We're going to inspect you on the field, on the parade field. We're going to inspect you in your barracks, and we're going to inspect you in action. Family, long gone are the days when motherfuckers come in and just brag about what they do. Now, this is especially important, because I'm going to say this as a young man coming up, and probably as a young lady. I was never a young lady, but I'm saying as a young man, I used to run into people all the time who could talk, who not only would talk about what they could do, but they talk about their family and what their family could do. And for a long time, because like I said, in my family, in my immediate family, I was the older brother, and in many cases, one of the older cousins, right? I had a lot of younger people up under me, right? Especially on my mother's side. When I would go over to my visit my father's side of the family, I wasn't the youngest, but I was pretty big for a little kid. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you always hear motherfuckers bragging about what they could do, or bragging about what their cousins could do, and I used to allow that to intimidate me till one day somebody just got on my nerves too much, and I challenged them. And it didn't work out too well for that person, right? And there was oaths and promises of what their cousin was gonna do, and they constantly gave a nickname, blah blah blah, my cousin, blah blah blah. And then when I found out who the nickname was, it's like, dog, he don't want it either. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But all this time, I'm sitting up here like, damn, maybe the world, oftentimes we have to get people to show and prove. All this talking nowadays, no. I need you to show and prove. You want to be Gye-Nyame, you got to show and prove me. Just don't sit up there and be writing and stuff like that. And you know what I'm saying? We got scheduled things that we're doing. Don't tell me you want to be. Show me you want to be. You say you want an ebook? Don't tell me you want an ebook. Show me you want an ebook. Right? What have you written? Don't tell me you want an e-course. Show me you want an e-course. These are the assignments that you need to do. Show and prove. This is what this folktale is all about. And once we get to challenging individuals and being like, look, it's time to show and prove, homie. It's time to show and prove. What happens? What happens? Show and prove. You said you could do it over there. Do it right here, right now. You said this is on your resume, right? Because a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we look at the resume, we look how clean somebody is, we look at the outfit they got, we look at the car that they driving, and we assume that is a representation of what they can do, when in fact that all may be just a uniform. That all may just be a disguise. And many of us have been tricked in personal relationships and business relationships by individuals with the big talk, with being able to have the trinkets of success, but actually not being able to bring the success into our lives. So family, show and prove. You know what I'm saying? When we sit up here and we talk about these folk tales and we talk about, we're looking at ancient wisdom for present day present day answers. We are doing some true wisdom mining. We are getting to the jewels and the treasures of our ancestors. We're taking that wisdom and we're not only reading about it, but we're learning how to apply it. I chose folktales because I believe that I can extract wisdom out of everything that my ancestors left. Because we did not create shit just to create it. We created shit so that it would bring meaning to the culture. It would add something to the culture. And in everything in our culture, I believe there's a lesson. I'm just asking, help me show and prove. I ain't got to be the only one out here doing this. There's other things out there because I haven't even hit the African myth shit. We still working on Aesop. I haven't even hit Brer Rabbit yet. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get y'all to that point, right? But yo, for those of you who want help in building your tribe, to those of you that want help building your ebook, for those who want help building your e-course, for those that want help for putting together your stream and your podcast, that you want to do one or the other, you want to do both of them at the same time, for those of you that want a simple social media strategy, for those of you that want to learn how to or need a symbol for your business, right? For those of you that might just want some personal coaching, we are here at GNJ.media. You could hit us up and you could join us. And to get the deepest discounts that we could give you, become a Gye-Nyame Journey supporter. Go to www.gnjmedia.support. Right? Join us. You know what I'm saying? Get in touch with us. Inbox us. Let's do some work. Let's build, because our community and our children and the future of our people is depending on you and me. Not just you and me. You are the hero of this story, right? So let us help you. All right, yo, this is Brother Hatem. I want to thank y'all for your time. And guess what? It's time for us to get out of here.